that was one of the methods. That is, you support multiple modes, but you try to bring down the time delay between different modes. Another alternative solution to dispersion would be to reduce the number of modes. You engineer your cable in such a way that it only supports one mode or one particular one particular phase of travel. So how do you do that? So we have something called the V number, which tells us how many modes our cable can support. So the formula first of all is 2 pi a upon lambda root n1 squared minus n2 squared. 2 and pi are constants. A refers to the radius of your core. Lambda is the wavelength of your laser light, and this is the formula for the numerical aperture as we just saw. Now it's important to note that V number is not equal to the number of modes it supports. It is indicative of the same, meaning if your V is less than or equal to 2.405, then your cable will support only one mode. If your V is greater than 2.405, it means your cable can support multi-mode. So now what we wanted to do is reduce the number of modes to single mode. So we have to make sure that our V is equal to 2.405. How do we do that? 2 and pi are constants again. So the only things you can alter are A, lambda and numerical aperture. So you have to manipulate one or more of these quantities such that your V becomes equal to 2.405. Now, so you cannot reduce or increase lambda, because if optical fiber works with light of a certain wavelength, it only works with that wavelength. If it's laser, it's only laser. If it's IR, it's only IR. Plus, if you change lambda, attenuation will come into play. And in trying to solve dispersion, if you're going to bring in attenuation, then there's no point at all. You're still going to lose signal. So lambda is a non-negotiable. Whatever window we have chosen, So you can either alter the radius or the numerical aperture. Now if you change the numerical aperture, then the amount of light that can be guided into the fiber is going to change. So you might not be able to put in as much information as you want to, and that is not desirable. So ideally what we do is we alter the radius appropriately to make sure that the V number is equal to 2.405, and if that is equal to 2.405, then the optical fiber will support only one mode of transmission.